So what is the hope of a Rosetta seed? The hope is these are just works of art. They're just reminders of what we as a species, as a culture, as a civilization, globally, what we've done in order to advance our understanding, reduce suffering, multiply the ability to heal, reduce disease, and then also create wealth so that there's less people living in abject poverty, and that hopefully over time these ideas will continue to grow and we can totally end poverty and homelessness and hunger, just because these things are so prevalent, so available, that it doesn't matter who you are or how much you make, even if it's next to nothing. You can travel, you can eat, you can clothe yourself. The basics can be provided. And this is not a pipe dream, because just go back 100 years from now, go back 1,000 years from now, and you will see people horribly sick, hungry, cold, and many without hope. So the hope of a Rosetta seed is in what we've done. And it also is hope that if anything were to happen, worst case scenarios, I laugh, but I laugh, it's a crazy laugh. Worst case scenario, zombie apocalypse, right? Some kind of eating disease, some kind of rabies, or a nuclear apocalypse, right? What if COVID would have been Ebola, that could spread like COVID did? What if a solar flare would have wiped out our electricity to the degree in which we had no power for 6 months, a year? How many people would starve? How many people would die of sickness? What would happen to our civilization? There are worse things that could happen. But what could happen is that these libraries of engraved porcelain could be found again. And the ideas of the Bill of Rights, the memory of our history, the idea of logic and critical thinking, crop rotation, and many other things that have made our world more interesting, more livable, less suffering. These things could be discovered again. That is the hope of the Rosetta Seeds. And I encourage everyone, especially if you're part of an institution like a school, a museum, or a government like a town hall or a city hall or some type of historical society, invest. Be an investor with tag engravings. Help me specifically. Buy a library. This is a panel. These are 300 plus. There's discounts, of course. But there are seeds. There's smaller ones. If you don't want to go that far, these are half that. Retail. When you buy enough of these, we have discounts and all that. And ultimately, my goal is to reduce these costs so that we can get more and more out. There's different types. Some of them just so that they look good, but all of them are engraved so that this knowledge will last for hundreds of years, and in the porcelain, maybe even thousands.